Hello, this is Rick Wallace. Welcome to the Next Level online course. This is a starting point. You got to start somewhere, right? So this is the starting point. I'm going to take a few minutes here and kind of orient you to the class and talk about what's going to happen and what's important to ensure that this investment you're about to make, in not only time but money, that you get a tremendous return on investment. You might remember in some of the marketing materials that I said this course is not for you if you believe just more knowledge and information will change your business. Just not going to happen. We can read books, we can gain knowledge, but without action, nothing's going to change in your business. So if you believe that just by going through and reading a bunch of stuff that you're going to change your business or change your life, forget about it. You believe what you're doing is right and you only need to do it faster and more of it. The old definition of insanity, correct? You believe that all the old beliefs about running a business are facts. I spent 35 years in business, and I tell you, when I look back, I believed all these things that we were told all those years, and how to develop people, how to run business, how to do marketing, and most of them really were wrong. It's just these beliefs were so strong that we just keep doing them. So you got to open up your mind here, because we're going to dispel a lot of those old beliefs. You're not committed, pig-headed commitment to doing the work, taking the action. As I said, just going through the motions, reading and learning a little bit isn't going to change anything. You got to be willing to take the actions, and the tools are here and the best practices are here, and those things are what are going to make the difference in building a successful business, getting a great return on investment, or not. You believe you need to do this versus really wanting to do it. Needing to do it is not going to cut it. We need to get our MBA. We need to go to school and get some more knowledge. We need to do this. We need to read this book. That won't work. You got to really want to do this. You got to be in a position where you can commit that I'm going to make this work. You'd rather let your business work you than build a business that works for you. And when I say works for you, I mean works for you and works without you, right? Being there. You are fine. How many times do we say that when people ask us how we're doing? So if you're fine, you're satisfied with your profitability, your cash flow, your chaos, the stress. Life's great. Life's good if you're fine. So if you feel that way, then I don't believe you can generate up the commitment to do the things that need to be done to change your business and create a very successful life and business. You're not willing to dedicate 2 to 3 hours a week to work on your business via this program. So it's going to take 2 to 3 hours dedicated time to not only learn, but to take the actions that are necessary to make that learning transform your business and the way you do business. You see this program as an expense rather than an investment with a super ROI. In other words, if you look at this as just an expense, I'm paying this money to get this information, then you're in the wrong place. I want you to look at this program as an investment. I'm spending money, and more importantly, you're going to spend time in this program. And I want you to be looking constantly at what is the return that you're getting on that investment. What is the return in time, in the better team, most importantly, in the profitability of your business. On the other hand, this program is for you if you're a successful business owner and you want to be a better one. You know that knowledge is not enough, we must do. You know that taking action is the real secret. You know that doing the same things faster will only get you the wrong destination sooner. You can commit to something, and with a little nudging, stay committed and finish it. You want a company that works for you versus one that requires you to work. You want more money, more time, and a better team. A great definition of successful is doing what you want to do, things that you really think are bringing value to the business. They're your purpose, your why. You enjoy doing them. You're bringing great value to the business, and you're happy doing them, and it's fun. When when you want to do them. In other words, you have control of your day. You have control of the things you do in your day, so that you do the things you want to do when you want to do them, with whom you want to do them with. In other words, the people you surround yourself with at work, you really like coming to work and being around those people, and in a manner you want to do it in. In other words, you're generating the money, the profits, to be able to run the business and do the things you want to do in a manner in which you want to do them in. So no one's 100% on all of those, but we want to get you further to the right on that continuum on each one of those, so that you can feel that you are successful by the end of this program. So to become successful, you don't have to change who you are. You just have to become more of who you are at your best. Sally Hogshead said that. And basically, it hit me right between the eyes. In other words, this course and coaching is not about transforming you as a person, changing you. It's just putting you in a position where you can be more of who you are at your best more of the time. So when I talk about transformation here, we're talking about transforming the business, transforming how you go about doing the business, and providing you with the skills so that you can be more of who you are at your best more of the time. My grandfather always said, the most expensive thing a person can own is a closed mind. So think about that for a moment, because beliefs are so powerful, and especially beliefs that we're talking about here in business, that you have to be in a position to be able to question all the old beliefs you have about running a successful business and what you're supposed to be doing. Because in here we're going to break down a lot of those old beliefs and show you that they're not facts, they're not true, and that there are better ways to do things. So as you go through this program, remember, we're always going to be questioning old beliefs, and you have to have an open mind to successful truths and best practices that will work in your business. It takes commitment. That's what this is all about. You got to be committed. You got to dedicate that time. You got to learn how to, and the first lesson's all about that, work on the right things. So the only way to do that is to dedicate and block and set aside time during the week where you're going to go through this program and work on your business. That's where you're going to get the results, taking the actions that you learn from this program. And that's going to take commitment, pig-headed commitment. Doing what it takes to get it done, not being interested so you're doing what you're comfortable doing or what's convenient, but actually committed to doing what it takes. So the last two are action. We've talked about that enough, but it's really, to make this happen, you're going to have to take the action. You're going to have to use the tools. You're going to have to take the actions at the end of each lesson to implement and execute this into your business. The last part is accountability, and that is, there is accountability with this program. Not as much as if you had a one-on-one coach that was working with you one-on-one on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, but there is accountability in that we will have a weekly call where you can call in, ask questions, comments, talk about, push back, really talk about what the program you're going through, as well as I will provide you with a weekly coaching scorecard that will come out every Friday morning that will provide you kind of a self-accountability. It's a scorecard where you'll put down what you want to do that week, that quarter, what are the key actions you want to do that you're committed to getting done, and how you're progressing on those. So you'll be able to reflect on the week. Did I do the things that I said I wanted to do? And then score it with a red, yellow, or a green, and you'll be able to see how you're progressing. That'll come back to me and I'll be able to look at it. But it is some accountability, a lot of it's self-accountability, but it's very important. You can't, most people cannot do the things that we're talking about without some accountability, and there will be those simple nudges.